What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we're here for a little review, preview, whatever you want to call it, of England. England played Nigeria yesterday, as I'm sure everyone is aware. England ended up winning the game. It means now we've got one more friendly, and then we're on to the World Cup. So everyone's looking forward to the World Cup, and we're going to have a look at England's chances. Before all that, though, I wanted to talk about some of the talking points that's been happening with England. I'm going to get onto the Raheem Sterling controversies with the press in a moment. I just wanted to talk about all the other stuff that's happened with England from there. So England, obviously, they're going with a formation which is like a 3 or a 5 at the back, however you want to look at it. And they're going 2 up top. So I imagine that there'll be plenty of changes going into that Costa Rica match, which is at Elland Road. Nice to see moving the matches around the country. Always like to see that. Also, England, I thought they looked quite strong on set pieces yesterday. I thought that in the first half in particular, they looked fit, they looked ready, they looked perfect. In my opinion, they looked in good shape. In the second half, once they've been matched by Nigeria, they looked very sloppy, they looked out-fought, they looked weak. When the changes came about, everything looked disorganised, it looked poor, so that is something to work on. Hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit more against Costa Rica. I'm expecting there to be a lot of changes, in my opinion, for the match against Costa Rica, because obviously there's going to be a squad of 23 going. There's 11 players that started yesterday's match, so I'd expect there to be at least 9, 10, even 11 changes for the Costa Rica match. Give everyone a chance, see who's performing best. I'd probably play the same formation, just purely on the basis that I think England's going to be playing that at the World Cup, so I'd give everyone else a chance to see how they perform in that formation, then compare them over the 2 games, then decide my starting 11 against Tunisia. We will have a preview up for that match against Tunisia once it gets a lot closer to the game, so I'll be able to discuss more about the Costa Rica friendly and more happenings going on with England. I think that I think we have to get onto the Raheem Sterling thing, because I think there's so much to talk about with that one. So basically, Raheem Sterling, he had a tattoo. If you weren't aware of this, I didn't really want to talk about it, but because it's gone on and on and on and on, I do want to talk about it now. So he's had this tattoo of a gun put on his leg. Apparently, he's put on his Instagram that this is some kind of tribute that he's doing towards his father, who was shot when he was 2 and killed. So, you know, kind of whatever the hell he wants put on his body. If I'm honest, some reason the media is then going to dug up everything that's on Raheem Sterling. They've been slating him, saying got people involved, all these gun activists, anti-gun activists, sorry, people that have had their kids killed. It's completely irrelevant as to what that's got to do with Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling can have whatever he wants put on his body, if I'm honest, and considering he's an unfinished tattoo, why the media haven't gone and asked Raheem Sterling about it first, and then got the matter and got the correct story across rather than their agendaed story across. You know, that sums up the British press for you. And then they've continued, this has been going on for years, by the way. They've been slating him ever since he's moved to Manchester City. So they've been following him, saying he's been eating breakfast, he's been, you know, flying with budget airlines, he's flying with private airlines. You know, he can't win. He does one thing, does the opposite, trying to get people to like him, basically. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I feel really sorry for Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling can do a lot wrong, and it'd be hard to find you know, you've got to have sympathy for him just purely on the hate that he gets. It's atrocious to see. The latest in it is he's turned up late because he had a delayed flight. He's apologised to his teammates. He's had a clarification with Gareth Southgate, the England manager. They've dealt with that. He's apologised. He chose to start Raheem Sterling in that match, thinking he's got something to prove. Obviously, he won't start in the next game because he started in this game. I'm sure the media will then be going, Raheem Sterling's being dropped. Raheem Sterling won't be starting in the World Cup. Absolutely ludicrous. He will be getting games at the World Cup. Absolutely crazy if he doesn't. But he will be getting games, and they'll just set about their agenda. I find it absolutely disgusting. I've been reading on my Twitter timeline, going through all of the stories. These people in positions of power. So I'm looking at editors and writers for The Sun, even Sky Sports News, when they've covered their story, changing his Instagram statement to say that he won't use a gun again, even though he's never used a gun in his life. So why they've put the word again in there? It's just a complete agenda there. The Sun slated him. They put him on the front page of the newspaper for having a tattoo. Ridiculous. They've put him on the front page of the newspaper before for flying with budget airlines, flying private airlines, all that stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. They're carrying it on because he's turned up late for training because of his delayed flight, which has now been sorted, by the way, with Gareth Southgate. The newspapers, such as the Daily Mail, the Telegraph and all that, are now getting involved. You've got the journalists, you've got their writers, the editors, all boasting their opinions on Twitter here, there and everywhere. It's getting everyone involved. They're doing it all for clicks. Some of the stuff that they're writing, absolutely disgusting. If you're not aware of it, just go But go and check out some of the stuff that I've found on Twitter, the things that I've responded to and stuff. Absolutely disgusting. A couple of them ended up blocking me as well. Absolutely ludicrous. I didn't like being called vermin or scum, which is exactly what they are. Absolutely disgusting that before a World Cup campaign, they feel the need to go and pick on a player for absolutely no reason at all. Absolutely no reason. You know, there's other players out there that have had tattoos, that have got tattoos all over their body. There's people out there that go and spend their money on stupid stuff. So we've got Wayne Rooney in the past, he spent money on prostitutes, stuff like that. Raheem Sterling, you know, that was shoved into the newspaper, everything gets shoved down your throat and everything. It's, you know, I mean, a Man City fan as well, I don't like seeing that stuff. I see them trying to pick on our player. I feel like they're trying to break him to a point that they'll have him have a mental breakdown. All this stuff going on about mental awareness, all these newspapers and stuff retweeting and posting about all this mental awareness and stuff like that, and don't pick on people. What the hell are they doing? Picking on him. They're trying to force him into these mistakes, and they're going like vultures. They're just waiting for him to make that mistake, then jump on him. They're going to try and dent his confidence, to feed all this propaganda to you. And like I said before in this topic when I've covered it, what they do is they're trying to force everyone against Raheem Sterling. And then when Raheem Sterling comes back to Man City, we end up having a player that we had full of confidence this season and trying to break him so he has no confidence. He goes to each ground and then he gets booed. It happened last time at the Euros. They'll try and make a scapegoat of him again at the World Cup. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I think that the FA, Manchester City and other football clubs should be stopping every single journalist that's putting all these stuff out there, should just completely cut them off from the club and say you are no longer welcome at following this club, you're no longer welcome in the ground, you're no longer welcome in the training ground, and if you were, you know what I mean, give them a ban in order, and if they come, have them removed from the police or security or whatever, and show them that it is wrong. Stand up to them. We want the bigger figures. I'm sick of just seeing a load of fans. We even had Liverpool fans, Man City fans, Manchester United fans, Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans, Chelsea fans, all fans from around the country uniting over this treatment of Raheem Sterling. Everyone realises that it's disgusting, apart from these big wigs that have in high up power, that have got their noses so far up their own arse that they can't even smell anything other than their own shit. So yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with here. It's so pretentious, absolutely disgusting. In my opinion, just rid them all of it. Disgusting. They're trying to, you know what I mean? I've seen racism thrown out there. I've not seen any cases of racism, but considering they're picking on a player that is black, they're also going to get accused of racism. You know what I mean? You'd think that they'd be a little bit more careful where they're going behind, but they just seem like they just don't care, and that makes them very dangerous. And the fact that they're trying to bully, pick on a player and trying to break him, absolutely disgusting. No other country in the world is doing this, by the way, before a World Cup campaign. It's not even like he's done a load of bad stuff at the World Cup and you're picking on him. You know what I mean? Carrick's has come under criticism for his performance against Liverpool. That's after the game. They're not trying to pick on him before the game to try and force this mistake. Why they're doing this, I do not know. Like I said, the clubs and the country, everyone that's involved in the football club, they should be doing something about it. They should be banning them, stopping them from writing anything. Raheem Sterling, I'm sure he could have a case for slander, really. Absolutely disgusting. It's turning a lot of people against the press, including myself. You know what I mean? I've always found the press quite entertaining. I've always found the rumours and stuff like that quite funny to put into my videos and stuff like that. It's making me feel like I don't want to put their source and their information in my videos. I don't want any association with them because I just find them just the scum, basically. I don't like them. There we go. Yeah, that's the Raheem Sterling situation. Like I said, I want to see more done. I want to see everything done to try and stop these bullies, basically, trying to pick on the England players and pick on our Manchester City players as well. For no reason either. Disgusting. There we go. That's my opinion. You're free to have your own opinion. You don't agree, let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll try and keep it clean. We'll try and keep it as as least controversial as possible. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. That's my build up to the World Cup. That's what I mean. Everything's just getting surrounded by the press. So hopefully the England players let everyone else do the talking and let their talking be done on the pitch. We'll see how they perform against Costa Rica. But they've won one game. We've got another match coming up against Costa Rica. Who can win that? Then that's back-to-back wins going into the World Cup. No better preparation against two teams that are going to the World Cup. And then we've got a couple of difficult games at the World Cup too to try and comprehend with and see if we can get to the last 16, get out of the group stage and make some progress. We'll see where we end up. We've got all that to look forward to. So I'll see you all then. There's plenty more football videos coming up. And go check out my second channel and my brother's partner channel. I'll leave the links up to them at the end of this video. You can go and like and subscribe over there, and I'll see you all again soon. Daily football videos coming up as of tomorrow. So it's been JSGC. Have a very wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.